Barbara Eden is more than a Hollywood star. She represents an era when glamour was not only about beauty, but grace and confidence. Best known for her role as Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie, Eden captured audiences not just with her looks, but with her charm, warmth, and effortless elegance. Decades later, her influence remains undiminished. Even in her 90s, her presence continues to inspire admiration, as vintage and modern photos alike remind fans of her enduring appeal. This tribute to Barbara Eden is more than a reflection on her stunning images. It's a celebration of a woman whose legacy changed how beauty, femininity, and self assurance are seen in Hollywood and beyond. A star born into Hollywood's golden glow. Barbara Eden emerged in Hollywood during its golden age, a time when stars were defined not just by their acting skills but their magnetic presence. From the very start, she had something rare, an innate ability to captivate. Unlike many actresses who fought for the spotlight, Eden never seemed to try too hard. Her early roles showcased a performer with an intuitive grasp of timing and emotion, bringing a quiet confidence to the screen. Audiences were drawn not to her desperation for fame, but to the natural ease she radiated. Hollywood recognized her talent, and in return, Barbara Eden became a star who stood the test of time, not by chasing fame, but by letting it find her. Becoming Jeannie, the role that changed everything. When Barbara Eden stepped into the role of Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie, she didn't just play a magical character, she made television history. What could have been a silly, fantastical role became one of depth and warmth under Eden's portrayal. Jeannie was playful and mischievous, but Eden imbued her with intelligence, emotional depth, and an innocence that made her universally beloved. It was never about the magic tricks or the costume. Eden made Jeannie unforgettable with her charm, emotional sincerity, and playful humor. Week after week, audiences tuned in not just for the laughs, but for the warmth in Eden's expressions. Through Barbara, Jeannie became a symbol of joy, magic, and heart, a character that defined an entire generation. Fashion that reflected confidence, not controversy. Barbara Eden's fashion choices were timeless, grounded in self-assurance rather than shock value. During an era when fashion was evolving, she embraced styles that celebrated femininity with elegance and grace. Whether in iconic costumes or flowing gowns, her wardrobe choices radiated confidence, showing that true beauty doesn't come from seeking attention. It comes from being secure in oneself. The term, leaving little to the imagination, took on a more refined meaning in Eden's case. Her fashion reflected a quiet, self-assured elegance that resonated with her audience. In an industry dominated by trends and excess, Eden's sense of style remained distinctly her own, simple, classic, and eternally beautiful. The swimsuits, the gowns, and the era, they represented Barbara Eden's fashion moments, especially in swimsuits and glamorous gowns, captured a time when glamour was not just about appearance, but attitude. Vintage photographs from her early Hollywood years depict a woman fully at ease in her own skin, exuding joy, comfort, and self-acceptance in every shot. Whether in a swimsuit or walking the red carpet in a tailored gown, Eden embodied elegance without effort. These images preserve a moment in history when glamour was intentional and confidence was woven into every look. Unlike some icons whose fashion felt performative, Eden's style felt natural, celebrating both her femininity and her authenticity in a way that still resonates today. A woman ahead of her time. Barbara Eden was not only an actress but a trailblazer for women in Hollywood, embodying values of empowerment and representation long before they became mainstream. She navigated the film industry with dignity, intelligence, and grace, refusing to be defined by narrow stereotypes. Eden chose longevity over fleeting fame, professionalism over drama, and authenticity over imitation. While she didn't make grand statements about progress, her actions spoke volumes. By maintaining control over her image and career, she quietly challenged industry expectations. Through her career, Barbara proved that women could be playful and glamorous, yet strong and dignified. Her influence reminds us that true empowerment comes from living with integrity, not just making a noise. Vintage photos that tell a deeper story. The recent resurgence of Barbara Eden's vintage photographs has sparked admiration not just for her looks, but for the deeper stories they tell. Each image reveals a woman fully engaged in the present, exuding grace and self-assuredness. There's a softness in her expressions and a serenity in her posture that feels timeless. These photos don't just capture her beauty, they preserve her essence, warm, grounded, and confident. While these vintage images are a snapshot of the past, they feel remarkably alive, continuing to connect with new generations, discovering Eden for the first time. These photographs show that beauty is at its most powerful when paired with authenticity and self-respect. Modern appearances that still captivate. Even in her later years, Barbara Eden continues to command attention with her public appearances, demonstrating that authenticity never fades. Unlike many who try to recapture their youth or rely on nostalgia, Eden remains refreshingly genuine. Her modern appearances are not about reliving the past, they are a testament to the woman she is today. Her warmth and elegance still shine through, and her smile still has the ability to engage and inspire. Whether she's on a red carpet or in an intimate interview, Eden exudes a magnetic energy that draws people in. These appearances remind us that relevance is not about clinging to the past, but about being comfortable in who you are. Barbara Eden is living proof that true beauty and confidence only deepen with age. Influence that spans generations. Barbara Eden's influence extends far beyond the generation that first embraced her talents. I Dream of Jeannie continues to captivate new audiences, with younger generations discovering Eden's charm, wit, and warmth for the first time. Her influence is also evident in the admiration of younger actors and entertainers who cite her as an inspiration. Her approach to career and self-image continues to shape cultural conversations about femininity and strength. Eden's legacy proves that beauty and influence are not defined by trends or fleeting moments. She demonstrated that a woman could be playful without being trivial, glamorous without being unapproachable, and strong without sacrificing kindness. Her influence will continue to resonate for generations to come, not just because of her iconic roles, but because of the way she represented strength and grace in every part of her life. Confidence as her greatest legacy. When reflecting on Barbara Eden's life and career, what stands out the most is her quiet, steady confidence. Unlike other stars who might shout for attention, Eden's confidence was subtle, unwavering, and entirely self-assured. It wasn't about seeking validation or clinging to perfection, but about knowing her worth and staying true to herself. Through her career, she modeled the kind of confidence that comes from self-acceptance, resilience, and quiet strength. Her confidence resonated because it was real. It didn't require validation from the outside world. In a culture that often values external beauty and validation, Barbara Eden shows that true confidence is rooted in one's inner self, providing an invaluable lesson to all who admire her. More than an icon, a lasting inspiration. Barbara Eden is not just a Hollywood icon, she is a symbol of integrity, perseverance, and authenticity. Her career wasn't about chasing fame or notoriety, but about building a lasting legacy through dedication and self-respect. In a world where trends come and go, Eden's story stands as a reminder that the most lasting legacies are built on character and resilience. Her influence is not just about entertainment, it's about showing the world how to navigate life with dignity, grace, and authenticity. Barbara Eden proves that true icons are not born overnight. They are cultivated over a lifetime of dedication and a commitment to being true to oneself. Her story inspires others to live with integrity, humility, and heart. A legend who still shines. Barbara Eden's legacy is one that continues to shine brightly, even in a world that often prioritizes the next big trend over lasting influence. From her early days in Hollywood to her current status as a revered legend, Barbara Eden has proven that true elegance, grace, and authenticity never go out of style. Whether through vintage photographs or modern appearances, she continues to captivate audiences with the same charm and sincerity that made her an icon. Her influence transcends the years, reminding us that when authenticity and confidence converge, the result is timeless beauty. Barbara Eden is not just remembered, she is celebrated. Her legacy will continue to inspire generations, as her unique blend of elegance, charm, and authenticity remains as captivating as ever.